Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I am quite far away from sort of the area where everybody is. That is because right here, I believe, is the end portal. Let's just check. Yep, this is definitely it right here. So I'm not sure who entered the end first. I think it might have been Cub, but the dragon has already been killed, presumably. And Hypno left a couple of community elytras at the entrance to the end portal, so that when you want to go to the end to do the whole search for elytra and shulkers and all that kind of stuff, you can just borrow one of those, and then you put them back when you're done. So here we go. We just grab ourselves an elytra. We can throw it on, and then we've got our rockets and stuff. So should be good, I think. Let's just go for it, and we'll see what happens here. We'll jump in, and we are now in the end. Fantastic. So I am actually seeing crystals. Maybe the Ender Dragon, I guess whoever killed it did it without killing without destroying all the crystals. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, we need to get some Ender Pearls so that we can go through that portal over there. So I'm just going to murder an Enderman or two. Like so. There we go. Let's throw a torch into our offhand, give us a little bit of extra light in here. And then I think that's the only portal. Yeah, it definitely appears to be. Okay, so we'll get ourselves some rockets. And through the portal we go. And you guys know the drill. We're going to go searching for end crystals for end cities. See if we can find ourselves a shulker box. See if we can find ourselves a elytra of our own. And also, because we are now the Minister of Light, we need to get some end rods as well. And hopefully I'll find an ender chest too, so that I can... Oh, I forgot to bring more. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We can just take the chests from inside the end cities. I was like, oh, we could just make shulker boxes when they're there. I forgot to bring a stack of wood with me. It's fine though. Okay, I think this is everything we need. We got the elytra equipped. You know what we should do is take a screenshot right here, so I have the coordinates of this thing. Because we're eventually going to have to find our way back here. I don't think I have enough rockets to bridge the void the old-fashioned way. So, which direction do we want to go? I feel like I already see lines out there, so let's go this way. And there it is, our first end city. I don't see any ship, but we should be able to get some shulkers here. So, let's go ahead. Yep, okay. This is fine. You know what we should actually do is put on our chest plate for a little bit of extra protection as we go shulker murdering. Torches, please. But yeah, we're just gonna go and kill a whole bunch of shulkers, and it will be fine, I think. Looks like my levitation is about to run out. But it looks like this is an end city that has not yet been visited. So, I will gladly grab all of the shulkers and end rods that are here. Well, we finally got ourselves an ender chest, so that's good. And then in here, a little bit of diamond armor. This is the thing I'm really interested in, though. We got a smithing template for a tin. Actually, you know what? I'm going to break the chest as well, because we're going to use the chests that we find in these places to make shulker boxes. Oh, and I need the end rods. Stop shooting me, please. But yeah, this will be good. We should be able to get a pretty nice amount of loot. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of end rods and stuff too. Oh, no, don't go up that way. We're fine. Where am I getting shot at from? I guess over there. It's fine. We'll just chill for a minute. But yeah, you know how it goes. End city exploration. Well, there's another one, and this one actually has a ship. So, hopefully we're about to find our own elytra here. Yep, fantastic. Looks like this one has not yet been explored. Hello. Good to see you. Also, give me these things. Another armor template. I'm not sure if that's the same one. Yes. Maybe this is the only one you can get here. I'm not really sure. But either way, I'm happy to have that. And we can make a couple more shulker boxes while we're at it as well. We're just going to be accumulating these shulker boxes here as we go, which I think is great. And we're going to end up with a bunch of, like, random end loot, too. So that's also quite nice. But let's throw this one over here. And, yeah, there we go. All right. So now we have another end city to explore. Do I care about the instant health potions? Sure. Actually, you know what? I do want the brewing stand. I don't have one yet. And I haven't really been around in the Nether, so might as well grab it. Dragon head. Yeah, we should probably take that too. Come to me. Thank you. And then we get end rods. Because, you know, Minister of Light. Okay, another end city. I don't know if this one has already been explored or not. I did see some block lines and things like that. But nope, looks like it has not. So I think we're good. And I think this is going to be the last one, because I just wanted to get 2 elytra, you know, just a regular one and then a backup one, so to speak. So this is probably going to be the last end city, and then we're just going to head back. And I'm honestly quite happy with it. We got 2 elytra. We got a bunch of other, like, random bits and bobs. We got a bunch of shulker boxes and shulker shells to make more. So, yeah, should be good to go. Well, after our trip to the end, this is what we ended up with. So, shulker boxes galore. All of these are empty, plus we have the 5 here that have stuff in them. So, bunch of random gear, some of it actually okay. In fact, the chestplate that I'm wearing is the one that I found. It's the same as what I had. It just has thorns 2 on it instead of no thorns. Otherwise, it's identical. But there's some okay stuff here. Same for the iron gear. That probably won't really get used at all. I did find diamond horse armor, which means Spot, you get an upgrade now. Spot, you now have diamond horse armor. This is good. And then I found a saddle. I yoinked Iskal's saddle, though. So maybe I'll give that to Iskal to replace the one that I rightfully stole. But then other stuff. We found, of course, some gold, some diamonds, some emeralds, things like that. I got about 1.5 stacks of shulker shells, 2 of these smithing templates, which I think is pretty cool. We'll try those out in a bit. And then afterwards, I wanted to repair all my tools, so I just did, like, the really, poor man's Enderman farm, so to speak, where you just put 3... do like a little 3x3 of blocks at 2 height, and then you just look at Endermen and draw them in. But I wanted to make sure that the elytra that I used was fully repaired, and while I was at it, I was like, I might as well repair all my tools too. So we got a bunch of ender pearls and stuff as well. I'll probably end up just junking a bunch of these. But yeah, pretty productive end trip. I did get my 2 elytra that I wanted, so I'm going to get those enchanted. I should have enough experience to do both. If not, there is the skeleton grinder there, I believe, or the zombie grinder, so we can get a little bit more XP that way if we need to. But yeah, pretty productive end trip. And now that we have our own, gotta remember to put the other one back. Now the thing is, even though we have elytra, we're not going to be using it very often, because at the moment we don't exactly have an infinite supply of rockets. We have, in fact, very little. So, we're going to be rocking the diamond chest plate for a while longer, I think. And we're basically going to only use this if I need to travel really, really far away for something like go to, I don't know, for example, the mangrove biome to get a bunch of mud or something like that. We're going to save it for now until there is, you know, an abundant supply of rockets available. So, should be fine. But the big thing now is we have shulker boxes, and lots of them, and an ender chest, and I can finally be organized. Oh, it's glorious. So now that we've got that done, I want to try out these new, this new Spire Armor template thing. This sounds really cool. So you put this in here, you put in a piece of armor, and then you put in, it can be gold, reds. Oh, actually, you know what might look really good? I don't have any emerald. Never mind. I think gold probably is better anyway. And then you just throw this guy in, and the template gets consumed. Oh no. Now I'm gonna be half decorated. I should have made more. Because I know it is possible to make more. Well, that was really dumb of me. Good job, self. That definitely should have... Oh well. Too late now. Well, I still look fabulous. Only way to get more of those, I guess, is going to be to go back to the end now. Rip. Okay, I think the next thing to do is going to be to terraform our island a little bit. We know that we want our gate over here. Oh, hello. We'll just ignore them. We know that we want our gate over here, but I don't want the gate kind of right on this little slope, so we probably want to bring this back a little bit. And then over here, we've got some weird kind of little, like, divots and things, so I want to kind of fill this in, probably lower this hilltop a bit, and fill this in, so it just becomes a bit more, everything just becomes a bit more gradual. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do now. All right, my friends, I think we are done for now. I will almost certainly end up tweaking more of this in the future, but the big thing is I wanted to clear out the gate area. So if we pop here into free cam, you can see we now have kind of a larger area here where we can put our gate, and then that'll work. I also kind of flattened out a lot of the sort of little bits, filled things in, remove some things, etc. This is still going to need some tweaks. We still want to have some minor elevation changes on the island, but we don't want anything too drastic. We want this to be a relatively flat area for the most part, so I didn't want to tweak too much. But yeah, I think this will work. I may even want to build this out a little bit more. I don't know. We'll worry about that at a later time. For now, though, I want to get started on the walls. So let's just grab some tough blocks here. And let me also grab just a shulker box to put all of this other stuff into. I'll find a storage spot for it at a later time. But I'm just going to grab some tough blocks just to sort of mark some things out. So let's see. This is the bridge. So we want our gate to probably be here. And I would say probably like 3 wide. Maybe we want to even bring that out a little bit more. Let's think about, I want to think about the gatehouse. Maybe something like this. Here. Just make like a large circle, essentially. And then we have the gate would be centered on this. So it'd be like here, here, leave a gap of 3 for the actual gate itself. And then we just repeat that same shape. Like that. So that would end up being our footprint. How does that look? Yeah, that should work. I am a little worried that it might end up being too... Well, no, it should be fine, because the walls are going to be 3, essentially 5 thick. So yeah, this should work just fine, although we may actually want a bigger gate. That gate's looking real small in comparison to everything else. So I think we want to probably scooch everything back like 1 block. And then it should be good. We'll worry about that stuff at a later time. So we're scooching, so we can just get rid of this and this here. And then on this side, we do the opposite. And that will scooch the whole circle 1 block that way. Okay. So now, did I not scooch? I did not scooch this side. Oops. I broke out the wrong one. It's fine. There we go. Okay, so that would be our new footprint. That seems much better. Yeah, that seems way better. So I think that's what we'll go with. And then we just need to build these towers up and put the actual gate and stuff in. We already have kind of a wall design over here, which I think will work well, although I do want it to be higher. I think I want it to be probably like 2 blocks higher. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, probably go up 7 blocks is what I'm thinking. So we can kind of use this palette to figure out our tower and make it look good. So yeah, I think this will work. Let me do some building and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, I have spent a while playing around with things and building and designing, and I think I'm pretty happy with this. It's not done, obviously. We're going to build a good chunk of it together. But this is what I came up with right here, and I think it's going to look really good when we do it on both sides. I also built just a little section of the wall right here to sort of get my height the way that I wanted it. But yeah, I think this will actually look great once it's all good to go. So, yeah, if we look at this up close, there's a lot of different tough blocks. I went with kind of, for the base, just something really simple. Also, No interiors at the moment. Maybe we'll do something with that in the future, but not today. So we went with kind of the mud brick back, just like, or backdrop, I guess you would say, like the walls themselves. Went with some more of the mangrove wood, like the walls themselves. But then once we got up to wall height, I made kind of like this little balcony of this sort of chiseled one, and then put sort of like a little guardhouse roof on top with sort of an arch. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and it's kind of unique. It's kind of different. Interior, really simple, but we'll maybe decorate that in the future. So, how do we build this? Well, it's actually not that complicated. So, we have our tower. We brought it up to the right height. Once we get up here, we just plop down these chiseled tough bricks like this, and bring them kind of all the way around the edges, and then take these ones out, and that gets us kind of this balcony shape. Right here, we're just going to frame out like a little door. So we're going to go up 4 blocks, like that. So this is going to be our height. And then we're just going to grab our... Oh, I've got them in my inventory already. Our polished tough bricks. And we're just going to kind of mirror this same shape, except here we're going to go across instead of filling it out all the way. And I don't know yet. I think the wall, I think I'm going to have a little wall section that comes off this way. So we're going to assume that this is going to be another door. But for now, we'll just block the whole thing off. But I think eventually this is going to be more wall that kind of comes out here and then splits off going that way. We'll worry about that some other day, though. Let's just finish this little bit here, and then like so. Okay, so that is sort of the basic bit that we're working with. Pretty straightforward. Then what we need to do is frame out our roof. And honestly, the easiest way to do that is just to start here and just put down... if I can get up there, a couple of little roof bits. And then the other thing, too, is right here, if you crouch and jump, you can get in here. Oh, I just realized, though, this side's going to be a little funky. Tell you what, temporarily, I'm just going to throw down... Oop, it's fine. I'm just going to throw down a little thing like this so I can actually get up here. And then we're going to do basically the same thing here. It fell. So once we have those roof bits in place, then all we need to do is just kind of pillar up here. So first things first, let's pop over to this part. Oh, actually, yeah, this is what we want to use. We're going to use these bricks. And we're just going to kind of frame out this little bit here. Then we're going to bring some of the chiseled ones down. And we'll do essentially the same... Oh. And we'll do essentially the same thing here, like that. Then... we're just going to take regular tough bricks and go all the way around the edge of this, like so. And we'll just fill that in with slabs, throw a lantern in each corner, and that is the interior all finished. The exterior, obviously, is the slightly more complicated bit, though, so let's pillar up here. Okay, so now we need to get our roof good to go, and we know that the roof is going to kind of come out like this and up. Hopefully I have more stairs. Yeah, I do. So we can do something along these lines, and then we just bring this roof all the way up to the center point. Just a really simple triangle roof. Nothing crazy at all here. This is like easy stuff. We may mess it up in the future to decorate it a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks like this first, once both towers are done. There we go. And then we'll just take some slabs and go across like that. Just going to throw down a torch right here in the middle for some lighting. And then, you know what? We need to sleep. And oh, I'm the only person online. That's why nobody has slept. Okay. That explains it. I was wondering, I'm like, man, why is nobody sleeping? That's why. I'm the only person online at the moment. Okay. So, yeah, you can see we've got the roof kind of framed out here. But let's get back up. Now we need to do some detail stuff. So let's actually make like a little staircase just right here. Just a little temporary one. So we can get up here. Okay. So we want to have this effect right over here. So the way that we do that is we take these tough blocks and we go and build out like a little frame like this. So we end up with sort of a 3x2 space right here. Then we're going to take our mangrove slabs and put them here. We're going to grab polished tough slabs, put them in the middle there, polished tough stairs, and put them in the corners like this, and then last but not least, we just fill in the back with mud bricks, like that. Oh, that's F3. F4. Here we go. And that is what creates this effect, sort of, except you'll notice that this is way chunkier. I have made a mistake. It's fine. So, I just realized what I did. We actually need to get down... Actually, tell you what, let's tear out these mud bricks for a minute. And tear out the mangrove. I know exactly what I did. These slabs actually go at this height right here. Oop. Can I get that? There we go. And then we put our mud bricks down. And then we need to modify this little bit right here. So what we're going to do is basically get rid of all of this. We're going to go stair, stair, slab, slab, slab. And that will give us that effect. That will give us the shape that we want. So that this becomes more of an arch than a wall. And that way we don't have the mangrove on the same elevation or level of depth. Like, I think this looks way better. So now, if we come back in here, now it should match. Yep, good to go. And the other side, also good to go. Okay, So there we go. And then it's just a matter of taking our spruce stairs and filling in the roof. Although I can tell already that I don't think I'm going to have enough stairs. No, I'm not going to have enough stairs to finish this right now. That's fine. I'll do that off camera because you guys see how it works. But then the other thing that I want to show you is the gate itself. So this is what the gate's going to look like on both sides. This is super easy to do. All we do is take our chiseled tuff, like so, put that in the corners. We grab our polished and do this, and do this. And then we just take our walls and we just fill in this whole bit. And it makes it look a little bit thicker, a little bit better, and it gives actually some really interesting shapes up here. I think the walls look really good, leading into sort of the portcullis. So yeah, there we go. That is the gates. And I think that looks pretty good. I got to clean up some things. I got to get rid of this bit over here and obviously finish the roof. But there we go. We now have an entrance to our base. We still need to make the walls that go all the way around, but I think once it's all said and done, it's going to look amazing. I'm super excited. But guys, I think that is all that we have time for today. We may have even gone a little bit over time on this episode, but that's okay. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.